Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Conquest of Elysium 4, Episode 6. For our series here, last time we left off, we had, it was a little slower of an episode. We were basically just sitting on our citadel here, recruiting units, recruiting leaders and generals and commanders and whatnot, and we were trying to build up our forces here a little bit because we've got the enemy. They keep circling around us, so kind of a good indicator that they don't have good... Yeah, here he comes again. Just keeps taking all of our things. And if I leave to try to face him, I know he's going to crush me, so... I'm kind of letting it happen. Now, I know it's a little bit slower and a little bit more boring because we do have to try to combat this, but... it's kind of what we're putting up with right now. I think I do want to summon another Raven because 2 of them have been killed now. And they are actually helping me keep track of enemy movement. Now you can move off real quick and move back. There we go. And I'm going to save up gold for another Necromancer apprentice. I'd like to get one more so I can really start summoning undead like it's nothing. I mean, I'm going to use this one to do that probably. I mean, really, this guy's completely worthless except for the major summoning. This guy has raised long dead, bolt of unlife, and I think he had, yeah, minor summoning at least. Which we could do a couple more of too, but minor summoning is really not as useful. You know, the wits are actually pretty good. Ghost Warrior or Shades. I think we got Shades, right, last time? Yeah, and they're probably the worst out of the 3. But we're saving for the major summoning, so let's just keep saving up for that. I don't think we should waste all of our, other than getting some Raven Spies here and there as they die, I don't think we should waste all of our gold. And our captain we're just kind of using to go out and grab up places if we can. If this Raven Spy heads to the east and gives me a good indicator of what's going on at these iron mines, I may make a move for him. I'd like to get at least 2 more iron. Nope, see, he's sitting there. He's waiting. He's watching. He wants me to leave. The AI wants me to leave so that they can catch my army. And they will catch it if I'm not careful. Now, I could probably send something small to the south here. I haven't seen any forces down here, and the Raven just kind of went through this area here and didn't see anything. So I bet if I went down through the forest with the captain and a few units, I could probably take the coastal hamlet. I could probably take the Sacred Springs. I may even be able to head down to Crabville and hold them long enough that it would help me. But it's so hard to tell. And I got to make sure I don't take too many units to where they think that they can take my citadel. They will hit me if they can. But we're almost to the major summoning, and that's going to play a big role on how I actually do things. Okay, so he did move in and hit the Gallows. I'll have to get that back, but we'll wait till he leaves, and we know he will leave at some point. And I may summon a few more units here, and I may take a few more with me. As soon as I get the major summoning and I see what kind of unit I get, that'll really ultimately make up my mind on whether or not... But I can't get it until I get the Gallows back, so we got to wait till he moves. Okay, we don't know where he went, but that's okay. We know we can move here. I actually could have technically taken that back because I've got enough action points that we could have made the move there and back, like so. You never know, though. I might get ambushed or something stupid. I mean, you really don't know. Here he comes again. He goes for that Gallows every time, usually. Cuts me off from the most important resource, and that actually sucks because, let's see, and we could do that though. 104. Usually a Necromancer apprentice costs like, I don't know, I've seen them as cheap as 66, and I've seen them all the way up to 90 something. I'd like to get some more spearmen though, because when I go to take my captain, I won't give him a whole lot of units, but I will give him some spearmen and a few crossbowmen. Nothing crazy because chances are he will die, but it's going to be a suicidal mission anyways. I'm going to literally send him down there just to grab some things and then probably die. I thought about taking a Necromancer apprentice with him to do some raising of the dead. And it's probably a pretty good idea, but I guess it just depends on whether or not I get another Necromancer apprentice and how much is going to be here defending my citadel affects, what I'm thinking too. 72, so he took everything except for that, which makes me happy. But these two armies are not going to clash with each other. I've already like come to the conclusion. Now the only good thing about that is that this guy's coming up, and he seems to be going over there probably because some of these are going to defect to, you know, once he takes them. But we do got 75 now, so let's hope we get something. Oh, it's actually, we're insane, so we'll have to wait till it clears up. I haven't seen that army yet. Raven spotted it. We could go take a look if he's still there. See what we're dealing with. Where was this army? Wherever that Raven was. Okay, he must have moved. I don't even know where the Raven is. Okay, that's actually not that big of an army, and he's been attacked by something before. Wow, Firebrand. He's got some pretty good stuff. Hydra Bowl. That's that poisoning effect. That's why there's nobody around him. But that's pretty good. But other than that, that's a pretty small army. I'd love to be able to hit that army. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Nations. Everybody's still in, though. Even the weaker nations haven't been knocked out just yet. I don't know if the AI is just playing around or what they're doing. We're still suffering insanity, so we can't do anything. We can recruit some units, though. Spearmen right now, pretty much all we can get. We can get some swordsmen. We can spend the extra iron, I guess. Well, I'm going to hold on to it. I really want to get the Bane Bones, and if I can hold one of these just once, or the Iron Mine that is just once, then I can get them. That's kind of what I want to do. Okay, so he's all the way over there. We know that now because of the Raven. This is where these Ravens are coming in handy. Okay, we can do the major summoning now. Let's give it a shot and see what we get. Okay, that's pretty awesome looking. What is that? Abomination. So it's just, holy crap. Hit points 131. Strength 10, morale 99, magic resistance 6, no armor, but fist, gore, foul claw, incorporate. The Abomination is a huge amorphous mass of semi-liquefied dead flesh. Arms, legs, and half-melted heads are extended and extracted from the putrid mass. Surrounded by an overpowering smell of decay, the Abomination will absorb corpses from the ground and slowly grow in power. If the Abomination is to stay on a graveyard or an old battlefield, it might take a while to absorb all the dead. That is absolutely awesome. That's the coolest thing ever. So this monster will grow in power when standing in a square with corpses in it. The number indicates the maximum number of corpses that can be absorbed per month. So 3. It's giant size, causes fear, it's mindless, it's never heals, but it's poison resistance. Undead, cold resistant. Okay, that's really cool actually. I've never... That's awesome. That was definitely worth hitting up and getting. Okay, Falco. Oh, we need to get this. All right, well, we're not going to get it just yet. But let's give you a few more spearmen because we can. And that's pretty much it for spearmen. I don't want to give you... We'll give you a few more. Maybe some crossbowmen. Okay, that's about all I'm comfortable with giving you. We're going to do another major summoning as soon as we can. Uh-oh, they're starting to take that. That's not good. That's not a big army, though. That's still a pretty good-sized army. Alright, Falco. We're going to wait till summer at least before we make any crazy moves. I want to make sure I have those movement points to navigate. Raven Spy killed. Okay, there's that large army there, so we know they're pretty far away, so... Ooh, do I wait now? Now that we know they're far away, do I wait or do I make the go? Let's start making the go now. It's going to take them just as many action points to move towards me as it's going to take me to get away. Now, I'm only moving this force away because I do feel that there's enough forces on the Citadel to defend it if they do decide they're going to hit it, and they might do that. There's enough there, especially with that Abomination. I'm not too concerned. And this is a very small task force. Now, I think I almost contemplated taking the Necromancer Apprentice with me. But we're not going to because I have a feeling we're going to lose this commander anyway. So even if I get down here and get to these old battlefields and start summoning stuff, I truly don't believe we're going to make it that far. I think we're going to get sideswiped by one of these armies at some point. These guys are claiming the forest. That makes me kind of scary that they're doing it like that. They really are claiming all of these forests. What do you have that's allowing you to do that? Is it just who you are? I see they got some goblins. Flying, interesting. Okay, let's keep moving. I can always bring, if the way seems clear, I can always grab the Necromancer Apprentice and run down with him. If I feel confident doing it, we'll send our captain down and see how it looks. Right now it's looking all right. Oh, Serpent. Just keep moving. Yep, right now we're seeming okay. The Abomination would be cool to sit on one of those old battlefields and just let them grow. Okay, I think I might move my army back up and grab the Necromancer Apprentice then and start doing some summoning with him. Or I can wait until I get another Necromancer Apprentice so that way I'm not completely... Yeah, why don't we go down to Crabville and get some more Hands of Glory. That'll give us 2 more. It gives us 5. Then we can do some more major summoning. Also, let's keep recruiting units on the Citadel just in case they do get ballsy and decide they're going to do something about it. There's a lot here, so chances of them doing that pretty low unless they get a large enough force they do think they can take it, and that's a possibility. I can't obviously recruit anything too crazy, but just having some spearmen there can make the difference between whether or not they bust through this gate and kill all my crossbowmen, because for those of you that might not be familiar, you know, there's a huge choke point here. You know, flying units obviously can hit the walls, but this choke point here, if they get blocked in here because the Abomination and all my melee units are just holding this line, the crossbowmen are just going to rain death on them. You know, and we're going to lose crossbowmen to some of the fire that we're going to get, but... Oh, okay, that's not that bad, actually. And what kind of... This is just a guard tower. Tactically speaking, we probably don't actually have the forces to take it. I mean, we might be close, but we'll just go around it if we can. I just want to get the Crabville and get the Hands of Glory. Oh, there it is. There it is. Wow, he's got a lot of armies running around. Well, that's alright. We're going to lose this force, but let's see how much we can take with us. We knew this might happen, but we did claim enough areas that we were pumping out a good amount of gold at least. I probably should have headed towards the iron mines. That would have been the better idea. Man, they have so many archers, it's tough. Yeah, we didn't take out a whole lot because the archers are just brutal. We weren't even able to really get into melee with them. Oh, Hades, the realm of the dead, has shifted unusually close to the realm of the living. Dispossessed spirits are likely to appear in places where there has been much death and the veil between worlds has become thin. There is no telling how long this anomalous conjunction will last. Oh, good. That is kind of good for us. I mean, it's not good for us because it's going to affect us, but it is good for us because it's going to hurt the AI, which I'm always good for. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it to Crabville, but at least we got these 2 coastal hamlets. I'll try to get another commander unit and another force put together so I could take some of the iron mines back. We're going to lose those coastal hamlets, but what a little gold we got from them, honestly, probably wasn't worth what we lost, but you know what? That's what happens. We have to try to do something. We can't just sit here, too. That's not going to do us any good. Do I get the captain or wait for another Necromancer? The Necromancer seem to come by, like, pretty rare, so we'll wait a little bit longer. If we don't see one, we'll get a captain. Because whether we buy the captains come by pretty often. Whether we buy one now or buy one 5 turns from now isn't going to make a difference. Because I'm not going to be moving off the Citadel for just a little bit. As I wait for some more Hands of Glory so I can do another major summoning. We could do a minor summoning and see if we get like a wit or something. You saw one over here. I just looked at it. But I think we wait for the major summoning because that gives us some pretty good stuff. I mean, that Abomination's pretty awesome. We might get something even cooler. I wonder if I put the Abomination on the Gallows if he'll eat anything up there, but I don't know what's actually, if there's actually anything there anymore. I'd have to move and see. I could make the move real quick. There's just a bunch of dead animals there. Well, that might not be bad to do the summon just to get some more stuff. That update statistics is taking forever. Okay, another Raven spy killed. Bunch of dispossessed spirits everywhere. Might get another Raven Spy. We've got a lot of the map pretty much uncovered now. We'll get one more since we've lost 2 of them. Let's go through. It's a lot of those. Just let them do their thing. Okay, these aren't very protected. Get some more spearmen. I feel confident. I think I'm gonna make my my apprentice Necromancer move on real quick. See if we can summon some more stuff from the Gallows. Just to have some more units on the Citadel to replace the units I'm gonna move off of the Citadel. Oh, okay. I'm gonna move some units off the Citadel to go try to capture one of these once I get a commander. But let's wait for these spirits to move on. At least they're going to be harassing me just as much as they're harassing everybody else. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Whatever keeps the enemy busy, that's fine with me. If that means they got to move their armies completely backwards to go recapture things, that doesn't even bother me the least bit. So let's grab up that captain. Wow, that's a lot of spirits, though. That's a lot of spirits. They weren't joking. I kind of hope they keep coming. I hope they completely destroy all the AIs. It'd be funny if they attacked their citadels and the AI was stupid and their citadels weren't defended. Or their citadels or capitals or whatever. Hazes return to normal alignment. Ah, dang it. With Elysium, dispossessed spirits are no longer able to cross the veil between life and death. Oh, it was just getting good. That's a pretty small army, actually. Compared to what we've been putting up with. If you could. Wow, there was a lot of them on the map, though. Let's just let that be a thing for a little bit. It really slowed down the enemy's armies. There we go. Ah, crap. I don't have the gold for it. It's because I bought this commander. That really sucks. Oh, man, that sucks. Just take these freaking spearmen. I don't want you to take a whole lot, but just hold on to them for now. I'm not going to do anything just yet. I'm really upset that that is a thing. It's so hard for Necromancer apprentices to come up. Oh, and there's another one, though. Oh, and we have exactly the amount of gold we couldn't have been. Wow. We couldn't have been any luckier. That's awesome. We got another Necromancer apprentice. Let's take a look at him. Reanimation, strength, sap. So not that bad, but not that good. Raised dead, dark knowledge. Raised dead's pretty typical, but dark knowledge is not bad. So were there many corpses? We could actually try that. Okay, so it's saying there's a lot of corpses over here. Why is that? I don't know. It's just saying that. It's saying that there's tons of corpses here. I don't see old battlefields, so it just... For whatever reason, that's what it's saying. Well, we're not going to head there anytime soon. I got to get the Gallows back. I got to do that. From these guys, it shouldn't be too hard. I could just send a small task force, again, to do it. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. You know, and I'll take you, and I'll go ahead and take you too. See if this is enough. I think it will be. Yeah, these are pretty easy. They're just more of a nuisance than anything. No armor. I think they're ethereal, so they got a little bit of dodge. But if you get a hit on them, they're very low hit points, so they die quick. They fold right in. But I mainly just want to have the Gallows, but I'll go ahead and take these back too. Yeah, see, once you get a hit in, that's it. But their magic resistance is high, but that don't affect me. And they're ethereal, so they're hard to hit. But whatever. They don't hit back very hard. But they're definitely an annoyance. I mean, don't get me wrong, they definitely hit. But we'll be all right. They're just hard to hit. Boy, they did take out a lot of my units, though. But there's that ethereal there for you, which is really good. I think it's like, what, 50%? Or I think it's higher than that, right? Yeah, 75% chance of just passing through. Okay, they're moving back through. That's a pretty fast moving unit, whatever that was. 3 action points, but... The Raven Spy found and killed. It's a big army. Alright. So we've got gold coming back in. We're almost to do... We'll almost be able to do another major summoning soon. And here's winter, so here's a good time for me to just kind of hunker down. Feel free to take those spirits out for me. I'm fine with that. Is that their big army? Yep. That'd be a hard army to hit. They've got so many archers. It's overwhelming. I should build my army out to here. Can't though. Got another major summoning coming up though. That'll help. Okay. So we are out of time for this episode. A little bit more happening this time around. You know, we got that major summoning in. We're due for another one very shortly here. Went down, tried to grab these, but we didn't manage to get them, or hold them for very long, that is. And it wasn't really worth the trade-off for units, but I've got to make some pushes here and there and some sacrifices if I'm going to try to get anywhere. So I think what we'll do is we'll keep building up in our citadel, because they won't hit my citadel, and I can defend all these locations around here pretty easily, so we can keep doing that. And then once I think I've built up this unit enough, I'm going to head out and I'm going to take these. And I'm going to go keep summoning undead wherever I can. So that is the plan. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you next time.